Elizabeth Colebrook, Resource Development and Marketing Coordinator for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Carolina. We are thrilled to be out here today partnering with our friends from Feed the Children, Tyson and Americold, serving over 380 families today. As you see, the cars are lined up, pulled in. This is a wonderful event. We appreciate all of the community support, and thank you again. Have a good day.
Good morning, everybody. We have with us Chet Mann. Everybody knows him. He is the mayor of Sanford, and we are excited about what's going on here today.
I am too. This is an amazing event. It's great to see a corporate citizen and a bunch of organizations come together to help those in need right here.
This event mean to you?
This event means to me, so let me just say this. For someone to take the initiative to try to feed the hungry, which is something that is such a prominent issue today, and no one really talks about it. There could be people hungry, you never know. Right. So for this program to take the initiative to feed people, and give us the opportunity to come out here and get this stuff, it really means a lot. I think it's a big step in the community, us coming together.
Absolutely. It's awesome that companies that are here in Sanford are the ones sponsoring it, because they want to bring it back to where they live and work. So very cool. Very cool. Thank you.
It means a lot. It's going to help me and my family out a whole lot.
Yeah. And COVID is rough.
It's very rough.
Yeah.
It's been tough.
Absolutely.
It's been tough.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, what kind of dog do you have?
It's a Shepherd Husky mix.
Shepherd Husky mix.
Her name's Bella.
My name is Aaron Hazel, Aaron Hazel. I am the event manager for Feed the Children. So today we are here in Sanford, North Carolina. Try that again. Today we're here in Sanford, North Carolina with Americold, Tyson, the Boys and Girls Club, and Feed the Children. And so what happened is Americold came to us and said, hey, we want to do something really cool in rural America. Tyson jumped on board and said, hey, we want to bring protein to these events. And then Feed the Children brings the component of the 25-pound non-perishable food items, a 10 to 15-pound box of hygiene, new children's books, children's toys, and we kind of all come together and work with a local agency. We picked Boys and Girls Club, and they have been fantastic. They helped us identify the families to where we've got a great showing today. We're going to be able to serve so many families here in Sanford. And then the other component is we have a product that we set aside for a local school. That local school will then start that pantry program so that the children throughout this next school year will be able to have the food and essentials that they need to to make it through the next week. And so we're grateful to be here in Sanford and to partner with the Boys and Girls Club, Tyson, and Maricold on this adventure. Thank you.
Okay, what's your name? Tori. Tori has some nice educational elephant and the piggy books here at the Sanford Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for coming out and joining us.
Thank you.
And what is your name?
Tony.
And her mom's here. These are, I think there's like 25 books in there. That'll keep you busy all summer.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that is so wonderful.
Good morning. I'm here with Sandra Bowen, who is the chairperson of the Lee County Board of Education. This is an exciting morning. So tell us how you felt when you found out we were going to be the recipients of this big Save the Children or Feed the Children truck.
I think it's wonderful to see our corporate citizens and our nonprofits get together to support the community and support the children. I think that the COVID pandemic has really shown us where there are gaps in services, and I'm excited that Lee County was chosen to be one of the recipients of this great gift.
What kind of replications or effects do you think we're going to have when school starts back as far as children having enough to eat?
We do a good job with the school system to meet that need, but I also know that the summer is a gap and that the food that is often expected during the school year don't always materialize during the summer months. And so this is filling a wonderful gap now to provide students with school supplies and hygiene supplies and food to ensure that they get started on the right foot. We know that nutrition and education go hand in hand, and so this is a great gift for our students.
Well, I noticed recently that they're talking about a shortage possibly in things like tennis shoes and backpacks and school supplies, because last year they were not needed as much. This year they're ready to start back full swing. And so what kind of advice would you have for parents to let them know, get it now?
Right, start early because things aren't going to be on the shelves as readily available. With the economy shut down like it was last year, production slowed down on everything and the supply chain is slow. So when you see those pencils, grab them because they're not going to be there all day. And so start early and think about what your child is going to need and begin to start gathering those up. It also helps to spread out the cost over a longer period of time if you get a little here and a little there.
Do you think it's time for parents to start rearranging their children's schedule, perhaps saying, okay, maybe we should go to bed a little bit earlier because pretty soon school will be starting full time?
I have been having that conversation in my own household that no more can we sleep until noon, that we have to start moving our schedules more toward the morning. And so, yes, it's now time to start building those routines back in of sleep, eat, work, and do it all again.
Thank you very much. We are so glad you're out here this morning.
Thank you so much, Margaret. It's good to have you.
All right, what does this event mean to you?
It means a lot to me that you guys are out here in the community and serving the people. I found out yesterday, I was up here meeting a client and somebody inboxed me and told me about it, and I came over to the Boys and Girls Club and got my voucher.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming out.
Again, we're here at the Boys and Girls Club for this big event, Feeding the Children, and I have with me my good friend, Superintendent Dr. Andy Bryan. Welcome this morning. This is something big that's going on here.
This is wonderful for the community. It's a great partnership as always. Lee County Schools, I think, is very fortunate to be part of this, and certainly with Tyson Foods and Feed the Children and CUOC and all the great people who are part of this. It's just another example of how our community comes together to support people.
And we know how to do that in Lee County. And Dr. Bryan, school will soon be starting. What little bit of advice or a little tidbit can you give our parents this morning?
Well, we're excited to get the school year started, and we're still working out some final details, but we're excited. And we just finished up with a great summer school, about 2,700 students that took part in that, and Kaleidoscope program and STEM camp, and we've been doing a lot of great things for our community and students. And it's been an exciting summer, and we're looking forward to the new school year.
Thank you very much. You've been with us for a long time. We're going to keep you on, and we're going to have you in the station for an interview pretty soon because I know parents want to know what they can look forward to for this coming school year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and we always look forward to talking with you, Margaret, and look forward to joining you in an interview on the radio.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question? He's just going to videotape from over there.
Okay,
But
that's all right.
Yeah, so we're here in Sanford. So what does this event mean to you?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm 72 years old. I get Social Security, but it's a little over the limit of what Medicaid or Medicare or government can issue. So this is a godsend. I mean, to myself, my family. I mean, what can I say? This is really wonderful. So I really appreciate, because I have no idea how hard it is for us seniors to that make minimum income to get groceries.
Right.
This is wonderful.
Well, we're blessed to have you here.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Good morning. I'm Margaret Murchison from WWGP AM and 105.5 FM and 95.1 FM. We're here at the Boys and Girls Club, where the Feed the Children effort will soon be underway. And I have two young ladies this morning who are going to tell us why they're here and what they're doing. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Annie Lohman, and I'm currently an intern at Caterpillar, and so we have an intern volunteer day, and a couple of us wanted to come out here and support this amazing cause, help reduce the hunger in the area, and really provide for the people.
This is great. I mean, to think that Lee County was picked out of 10 counties in the United States and we got picked. So I hope people will really appreciate what is being done for them today. And that's, we have this young lady over here.
Hi, my name is Tamitha Zimmerman. I'm a school social worker at Lee County Schools. I came out today to really support my families that I work with. Food insecurity is a really big problem, especially with COVID. So anything that we could do to help out, I'd love to be here.
What do you think children need most when we go back to school full time?
I think they need support and understanding. It's been a really hard year for the parents and the kids, so just a lot of grace and to kind of slow into the school year and give them some time.
Thank you for getting your feet wet this morning, because pretty soon you'll be back in school full time. So it's so nice to have you here this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out for this beautiful, spectacular event today. We're here to share our hearts together to help around 1,300 kids and individuals. We have about $200,000 worth of valued at food, education supplies, toys, personal hygiene, Tyson poultry items, and we're here to help this community for families in need. What I'll do, I'll read we sent out a media alert, and I'll just read a little bit about what we are doing here and why we're doing it, and then we have a list of dignitaries here to add some comments to this. Feed the Children, Tyson Foods, and Americold have partnered to launch an alliance to defeat hunger with a 10-city tour across the United States to help feed families in rural communities. The next tour stop is Sanford, North Carolina, which is right here today, in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of Central Oklahoma. The companies are also partnering with Christian United Outreach Center of Lee County to set up a pantry where children and families can access food, school supplies, personal hygiene products during and after the school hours. In each city, Feed the Children, Tyson, and Americo will hold distribution events for over 1,300 people with local community partners. Each event, the families will receive a 25-pound box of non-perishable food, 15-pound box of essentials, personal care items, Tyson products, school supplies, toys, and the companies will also partner with schools in each community to set up a pantry. The tour is focused on rural communities in America where those in need have less access to nutritious food and limited support for feeding programs to help kids and families. So that's why we're here, that's what we're doing, and we have some distinguished guests with us to share some of their comments. The first one we're going to bring up is, I love his name, is Chet. Yeah, we have two Chets here. Chet Mann, the mayor of Sanford. Thank you.
Thank you, Chet. I like your name as well. Hey, good morning. What a great reason to be out in the sunshine today. What a wonderful occasion. I just want to tell you, as mayor of Sanford, helping those in need at a time like this could not be more appreciated. And it really helps to have corporate partners such as Tyson Food for decades here in Sanford. What a great corporate citizen they have been. You know, when you helped 1,600 families be uplifted with this kind of support, addressing food insecurity. You know, we can only be as strong as our weakest links in a city like Sanford and any other city in America. And this goes such a long way to show we care. And to have this coming together of all these different organizations to do that is just really, really special. So I wanted to take a minute to thank each of you for doing this, especially you volunteers out there in the Alliance to Defeat Hunger. You're doing the sweat equity today, I'm sure. So many groups, Boys and Girls Club, who serve so many children every year here and provides such a resource to us. We couldn't be more thankful for that. The Christian United Outreach Center has been doing work for us here for many years now. They're an invaluable resource to us. And then when you bring in the Alliance to Defeat Hunger, to Feed the Children, partnered with Tyson Foods, we just can't lose. $200,000 for 1,600 families is an incredible event today, and I can't wait to spread the word. I'd like to be really brief because we have many great people coming up behind me, but I'd like to read the proclamation that I made for you today. And it is, whereas, due to the lingering impacts of COVID-19, more than 13 million children in the United States may experience food insecurity in 2021, meaning 1 out of every 6 children will go hungry, including children living in poverty in our community. And whereas Feed the Children, Tyson Foods, and Americold have partnered to launch the Alliance to Defeat Hunger, which will provide 2 million meals to families experiencing food insecurity in 10 real communities across the United States. And whereas the Alliance to Defeat Hunger is partnering with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Carolina to provide food and essentials to 1,600 people in need in Sanford and Lee County and the surrounding area. And families experiencing food insecurity will receive a 25-pound box of food, a 15-pound box of hygiene items, assorted Avon products, and new Disney children's books. And whereas the partnership will host a food and school supplies pantry at the Christian United Outreach Center this summer to provide families with access to food and essentials during these summer months. So now, therefore, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of Sanford, I, Chet Mann, hereby recognize these great organizations for their generosity, and wish them continued success as they work together to defeat hunger here and throughout the country. And it is set by my hand and the seal of the city of Sanford to be affixed this 28th day of July. I want to thank you and proclaim this today, and I will give this back to Chet with my sincere thank you.
It's wonderful to have Mr. Jim Bergen, State Senator, here with us today. Let's make him welcome.
Thank you, Chet. I want to thank all of you in the orange shirts. I'm a graduate of the University of Tennessee, and I wear a lot of orange. When I showed up, I know you all thought I just planned that so well that I would match you, but let's give all of these folks a big hand because they're going to be here working and doing this. I met my new friend from Atlanta that is up here, and she's going all over the country. She was just telling me, I gave her an orange Pray First band to wear. So, but thank all of you for being here. This is a great undertaking. I want to thank the Feed the Children organization, and especially Tyson and all the companies that are involved. You know, food security is one of the things that we need to be worried about for folks coming out of the pandemic. We have already sent out millions of dollars of COVID money, the reinvestment money, and we've got money in the budget that we're getting ready to vote on in the next few weeks to go for food security. Rural North Carolina has been hit the worst, and so something like this coming to Sanford is just so tremendous, and so thank all of you for being involved in it. Thank you for taking your valuable time to go across the country and do stuff. And Chet, this is an impressive setup. When I drove up and saw the pallets of food and then saw the cars already lined up, that is just a wonderful thing. So thank all of you. Thank you for being here. I hope it gets cooler. Drink plenty of water, stay hydrated. Chet will make sure that you all do a good job, and thank you for letting me be here, Chet.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. All right, next up we have Robert Andrews, who's the field director from the office of the U.S. Congressman Richard Hudson.
Thank you, Chet. Good morning, everyone. My name is Robert Andrews, and I'm a field representative for Congressman Richard Hudson. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you today. It's a pleasure to be working with Feed the Children, Tyson Foods, Americold, Boys and Girls Clubs. It's fantastic when these groups can all come together for the community. We know food insecurity has been especially trouble over the last year and a half. We've all been through a lot with the COVID pandemic, and so it's just small events like these that can create a big ripple throughout the entire community. And so we're so thankful to have you all here in Lee County and in Sanford. And Congressman Hudson wishes he could have been here today, but I know he has been to at least 2 other events similar to this. He's done one in Fayetteville and also did one in Moore County, when we were helping veterans. And so again, when the community comes together with these groups and seeing all these wonderful people out here today, it makes my job a lot easier and a lot more fun to be helping out good folks. And so I'll be bringing that message back to my boss as well. So again, just thank you all for putting this event together, and looking forward to a good day.
Thank you, Robert. All right, next up we have Brooke Fleming. She's a senior constituent advocate for the office of U.S. Senator Tom Tillis.
Hello, yes, I know that Senator Tillis wishes he could be here today. He sent this letter. I will read it on his behalf. Dear friends, I am pleased to extend my best wishes to everyone gathered at the Alliance to Defeat Hunger event and the Tyson Americold Food Pantry Center ribbon cutting. While the Senate schedule prevents me from attending today's event, I would like to thank Feed the Children, Tyson Foods, Americold, and the Boys and Girls Club of Central Carolina for supporting these outstanding programs. I wholeheartedly share your desire to ensure that families across North Carolina and our community receive adequate nutrition. I appreciate your passion and commitment to improving our community and helping those in need. I wish you all the best for a wonderful event. Sincerely, U.S. Senator Tom Tillis. Thank you.
Thank you, Brooke. All right, next up we feel that education is the way out of poverty, and Tyson Americold and Feed the Children believe that firmly. So right now we have Sandra Bowen, the chairperson of Lee County Board of Education, with us today. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you, everybody. It is my pleasure to be here as a part of this event in order to support our children and our community. I think anybody knows that nutrition and education go hand in hand, and that hungry tummies and hungry minds don't go together very well. That a child cannot learn if all they can hear is the growling of their tummy. So today, as we accept these gifts to our children and families, we recognize that this is just one small deposit into the future of education in their lives, and we're honored that our corporate citizens have stepped up to support their workers and their community in this event. And so this morning it is our pleasure, on behalf of the students and the staff and the County of Lee and the Board of Education, to accept this gift from these wonderful community partners in support of our children, their learning, and our future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandra. All right, next up we have Dr. Andy Bryan, the school superintendent for Lee County Schools. Welcome.
Thank you, Chad. Good morning, everyone. We're very fortunate, as everybody has said, to be here today. This is an effort that is very reflective of our community, and the great things that go on here, and the team effort that everybody has to pull together. Certainly Feed the Children, Tyson Foods, and CUOC and the Boys and Girls Club, and everybody has come together. This particularly is really important to our school district because of it directly impacts our children. And as the board chair said, it's very difficult to learn on a hungry stomach. And we're very appreciative of this effort today. And as I said before, this is reflective of what our community does and everything that goes on here to help people. And we're just very appreciative to be part of the effort. Thanks again to all the volunteers and all the hard work that's gone into organizing this. And it's going to be a wonderful, great day for our community. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up we have Jaslyn Walker, the Executive Director of the O.T. Sloan Boys and Girls Club. Jaslyn.
Good morning. I would like to thank everyone for coming out today. Thank you to Americold, Tyson Food, and Feed the Children. I'm definitely excited to be here. We have been open for 10 hours a day since April 2020, and we have been able to serve over 54,000 meals to Lee and Hornet County families and children. So the need is great. I was excited to see so many people in the community coming to the club this week to get vouchers. So thanks again for this wonderful event, and thank you all community volunteers for coming out to help us today.
Thank you. All right, next up we have Meg Moss, Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, everybody.
I am pleased to be here representing the Sanford Area Growth Alliance and the business community of Lee County. We're pleased that the Sanford Lee County has been chosen as one of the 10 stops on the tour across U.S. because we have a great story to tell. Our community is one of the most generous, charitable places you can imagine. We are here today because two longtime resident companies, Tyson and Americold, demonstrate the giving spirit. And this is not just a singular event for them. These two companies have a culture of involvement and generous corporate citizenship. Our community was knocked down by the Great Recession and then again by the pandemic, but we all pulled together, especially our business community, to help each other. This partnership between two great companies with local operations, with Feed the Children and one of the largest charities in America, and with our local connections through the Boys and Girls Club and CUOC, this partnership is typical of the way we get things done here. We work together. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you so much. Nick, thank you so much. And our next two guests, we couldn't do this without them because the next one is Andy Pfeiffer, from the DC manager from Tyson Foods, everybody.
Thank you very much. Again, I'm Andy Pfeiffer. I'm with Tyson Foods. Very proud to be here. Earlier this year, we announced a new type of partnership between Tyson Foods, Feed the Children, and Americold, our longtime partner, addressing the logistical issues that prevent access to quality protein in rural communities. Hunger is a logistics issue, not a product scarcity issue. By leveraging our respective capabilities and resources, building freezer capacity, partnering with cold storage, utilizing our private fleet and trucking partners, working with feeding agencies who will act as distribution hub for surrounding areas, we were able to create a unique supply chain model that expedites meals and distribution. We're expanding on that work by launching this 10-city tour to ensure families in rural communities have access to nutritious food and essentials this summer so they can accept, store, and distribute large quantities of protein. Tyson recognizes that schools, nonprofits, various feeding agencies, individuals, and others have played a huge role in alleviating hunger, and we are proud to support the continuous hunger relief efforts that have been taking place for some time throughout our country. We're honored to partner with extraordinary organizations that work hard every day to see the people are fed in their communities, including our network community pantry partners. As our network of partners continues to grow, so does our impact. Again, I thank everybody for showing up. Very impressed with the turnout today. I like all the orange shirts. Give yourself a hand. If you have any questions, we'll be here. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Andy. All right, next up we have Chris Lowe, the general manager of Americold, the largest logistics company across the nation.
Good morning. How's everybody today? So I want to thank everybody for coming out supporting this fantastic cause. So my question for everybody is, are we ready to have some fun and do some good for folks? All right. All righty. Very good. So, Americold is very proud to be partnered with Feed the Children. We play a vital role in the food supply chain, where we provide temperature-controlled infrastructure that gives food from farm to fork. We're committed to fighting hunger, and we're also supportive of growth and development of the children in our communities that we're fortunate enough to work in. We've had a presence in Sanford for 25 years that we're very proud of. We're fortunate enough to be able to continue to serve the community. We're very pleased that we've been able to partner with both Feed the Children and Tyson for this event. So thank you very much for your support for this great cause. And part of our company's ongoing commitment to fight childhood hunger is to provide the resources in our local communities in which our businesses reside in. We're very excited and very proud to be able to support the Sanford community today with this event and partnering with the School Pantry Program, and that also benefits the Christian United Outreach Center. So again, thank you so much everyone for being here, and I would be remiss by shamelessly plugging, if anybody or you know anybody that's looking for a fantastic career, that wants to get paid well, that has industry-leading benefits. Come on. Yeah, there we go. We're located at 111 Imperial Boulevard. We're about serving our community, taking care of our associates, and if you're interested, we're partnering with a great corporate sponsor that takes care of the community. Please come grow with us and tell them that Chris sent you. Thank you very much.
Yay! All right, Chris, you got applications in your briefcase there, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hey, last but not least, we'd like to, we're so honored to partner with the Boys and Girls Club of Central Carolina. We'd like to introduce Elizabeth Colbrook, Resource Development Director for the Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you, Chip. Thank you, everyone, for coming, all of our speakers, our volunteers. We, again, just like everyone else here, are thrilled to be partnering with you all. As you guys get these new jobs at these places, be sure to come back and volunteer with us. We need to make sure that we've got support from our community and from Maricold and Tyson, like you guys have always done. At the Boys and Girls Clubs, I know Jaslyn mentioned it, we have continued to serve just like many of you essential workers have during the pandemic, turning what would normally be a 3-hour afternoon program into full 10-hour days, serving as remote learning centers, providing access to Wi-Fi, technologies, and a place for our kids to have a meal twice a day and be safe while they attend school virtually. We're looking forward to the new school year and kids going back to school so that we can go back to our 3-hour days, because we are not teachers. We rely on support from a lot of folks to volunteer for tutors and mentorships. We've worked for a long time and have said we're here to bridge the gap. We've changed that motto. We're now here to close the gap. We're not looking to build that bridge, we're looking to close it. And having you all here today with us really solidifies that goal of ours, and we are just so thankful and appreciative for everyone. So thank you, and be excited, because there's a big line, y'all.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm Margaret Murchison, and I'm here with two young ladies, I believe, from America. And they are here to make sure that our children do not go to bed hungry. And I think it's wonderful that you all picked Lee County out of only 10 counties in the United States on your travels. Why are you here? What are we doing this morning?
Yep, so at Maricold, we are fortunate enough to be in an alliance with Feed the Children and Tyson. We are here to do a family trucking event to feed about 300 families, essentials, food, educational items, and we're just super excited to be here in Sanford.
Well, we're excited to have you in Sanford.
Yeah, we're excited to be here as well. We've got our 10 city tour, and Sanford is one of those. And, we've got a wonderful warehouse here, and we've got a wonderful partnership with Tyson and Feed the Children. So we're really excited to be here.
We're so glad you're taking time out of your schedule to share with us this morning. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Good morning. We're here at the Boys and Girls Club where a big event is about to take place. We're going to make sure that there are no hungry children in Lee County, at least for a little while, with this big Feed the Children event this morning. I have two young people with me who are going to tell me what role they're playing in this. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you are?
My name is Frederica Kelly.
And you're with?
I'm with Americold Cold Storage here in Sanford, North Carolina.
Okay, and what are you doing today?
Today, my job and my corporation is out here volunteering with the Help Feed the Children Corporation.
Very good. And you, sir?
Hi, I'm Pedro Morales. I'm from Americold, also Sanford, and we're going to be volunteering and giving out these boxes.
Great. And what do you see as one of the biggest stumbling blocks for our young people today?
I would say the lack of knowledge and the lack of education with this vast change in the society. So getting educated is a big must.
So if we get them fed up and we give them equipment and supplies, they should be able to get the knowledge. They should be able to go to school and be glad to be there, because without knowledge, I mean, knowledge is power. And if you don't have knowledge, you're sort of lacking in everything else.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Margaret Murchison, WWGP and Classic Hits and Oldies 105.5 and 95.1 FM and 1050 AM, and I'm here with everybody's person, Meg Moss, who is the director of the Sanford Area Chamber of Commerce. Meg, this is an exciting day for Lee County.
It is exciting. So excited to have Tyson and Americold coming together with Feed the Children and partnering with the Boys and Girls Club and CUOC just for a fantastic event. We're here before the event starts, and there's already families lined up to get their food and hygiene products. And our community is known to just get together and give back, and Tyson and Americold are just being great corporate citizens and corporate partners, and so we're so appreciative, and great day in Lee County.
Well, it was great to me when I found out that only 10 counties in the United States 10 states had been picked, and Lee County, or North Carolina with Lee County, was one of those 10, and I thought, my, this is just wonderful. I don't know if the people realize exactly what this means for everybody. Meg, as executive director of the Sanford Area Chamber of Commerce, what do you see as one of the biggest problems facing our young people as they go back to school today?
Well, going back to school today, I think COVID is the biggest concern that we have. Masks or no masks, just keeping everybody safe, keeping the teachers safe, keeping the kids safe, and hoping that they're going to be in an environment where they're going to be able to learn and thrive and grow. And so really, in this era of a pandemic, that's the biggest concern right now.
Thank you so much, and we're glad to have you out here this morning. Good morning, everybody. We have with us Chet Mann. Everybody knows him. He is the mayor of Sanford, and we are excited about what's going on here today.
I am too. This is an amazing event. It's great to see a corporate citizen and a bunch of organizations come together to help those in need right here instead of somewhere else.
Yeah, especially since they're only doing 10 cities,
yeah.
and Sanford was picked.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's awesome.
I think that's a big gratefulness to Tyson Food having this big presence here.
Mayor Mann, what do you see as the biggest problem facing our kids today as they go back to school?
Well, I see family stability as one. We've got to get back to a more Christian, giving, caring, loving neighborhood community. Kids need structure, they need support, but they can't have any of that if they have food insecurity. So we've got to get rid of some of that, and that's what this is about today. But just going back to our roots and taking care of each other is probably the best thing we can do for our children, that and making sure they get a quality education.
I guess we have to be like the old-timey preachers. We got to stop preaching that. Security, going back to our roots.
Well, I think so. Let's keep it simple, man. We've got to go back and act like we care about each other, and families and parents have got to stay involved with their children.
I really think people care about each other, but they just forget. We're living in such a fast time now, and everything is technology, and people think of technology as people, and we forget about real people and their feelings.
Margaret, sometimes you need to slow down to speed up. And the world moves so fast, especially during a pandemic, and so many people are easily distracted, that we do have to slow down and recognize what's important and prioritize that.
Now, when the pandemic was just around here, you went public, right on the public street at Lowe's Food, and you told people what they needed to do. Give us a little bit of that this morning.
Funny, I'm going to come out with another public service announcement today or tomorrow about that, but listen, Lee County, Sanford, North Carolina, has one of the worst vaccination rates in the state. Folks, whether you believe it or not, it's not a political thing. This is a community health issue. We need to get vaccinated today. If we want to get back to our way of life and get back to doing the things that are important to us as families and citizens and businesses, get vaccinated. The truth is 99% of those who are in the hospital today or who have died recently are unvaccinated. No one dies if they're vaccinated, and no one gets very sick if they're vaccinated. So please, we've got to do that and take this thing seriously. This is not about partisanship. This is about your patriotic, civic sense of duty to do this for Margaret, for me, for your grandparents, your family, for those who have immune suppressed systems. Go get vaccinated. It's free. It's easy. I've done it. It's
It
great.
ain't nothing but a party.
Nothing but a party. Let's do it and get back to it. We're the #1 micropolitan city in North Carolina, but if we don't get vaccinated, we're not going to be able to continue to be that way. So we need to get that 40% up to about 80%.
Thank you, Mayor. Have a great day.
What is your name?
It's Sheena Richard.
All right, so this event, what does this event mean to you, maybe the community, and maybe even the Boys and Girls Club?
For the Boys and Girls Club, I actually used to work here.
Okay.
So we do events like this all the time. It's actually my passion for the community. So when I see things like this, just for somebody to say, hey, come receive, we don't want nothing from you, we just want to make sure you're okay, it means everything to me.
Good morning. And you are mighty handsome this morning.
Well, thank you so much. It's
And
a beautiful day.
You look like you could save the world in that outfit.
Well, I wish I could, but I think some steps are being taken right now to help do that.
What did you think when you heard that this was coming to Sanford? I mean, just 10 places they chose, and Sanford was one of them.
I think it's just an outstanding recognition of this as a community that cares about its people, and very proud that we were one of the 10 chosen. It's an outstanding event, and the Boys and Girls Club is very happy to be supporting of this activity.
Well, Mr. Bridwell, you are a proponent of housing for everybody and also food for all of the children, and to do away with all the people sleeping on park benches and stuff. So what can you tell our people just to say, you gotta get your vaccine? As a minister, somebody should listen to you.
Well, I gave a sermon a couple of weeks ago talking about the moral imperative to help your neighbor. And getting a vaccine is our way of reaching out to our neighbors, not only to protect ourselves, but protect each other. And I think that's what our Lord wanted us to do, and that's our obligation. And it's also a demonstration of our love for each other.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to tell people, if you just look at Mr. Bridwell this morning, check him out. He is so cool, dapper dandy. And if you get your vaccine, you can look like Mr. Bridwell.
Oh, absolutely. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Beautiful day. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so we're here supporting the community. We have goods and toys for families and children. As you can see, we got a Detective Pokemon Pikachu sets that we'll be giving away. We've got a variety of dry goods and cold proteins that we'll be handing out to families. As far as AmeriCold is concerned, we're a vital part of the supply chain organization where we provide temperature-controlled infrastructure that connects food from farm to fork. Where we are proud to support the community. We're all about ending hunger for children, and looking forward to giving back, and excited about the 300 plus families that are coming in today. So, Mike, what do you think?
I like it. It's what I do in my free time, so the chance to come and help out with my coworkers and the place where I work is even better. I would have done it, whether it was my job or not, but it's just an opportunity to do it with y'all.
Very good.
So
it's 4 people per set, right? Yep. You're on camera now. Oh. Say hello. Hi.
Good morning. I'm here at the Boys and Girls Club where we're having a very big event this morning. We are feeding the children. And I've got Jaslyn, who is Executive Director of the Boys and Girls Clubs of our area. She's been here since she was a little kid, and she was a kid in the Boys and Girls Clubs. Can you tell us what's going on today?
Yes, we are out here providing meals to the community. I would just like to thank Tyson Food, Feed the Children, AmeriCold, and the community volunteers for coming out. As we see, we have a lot of volunteers here today, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Jaslyn, working with all these kids at the Boys and Girls Club every day at the most economical babysitting service in town, what do you see as the reason that the Boys and Girls Club is so successful and have raised so many successful children?
I would say it would definitely be the fact that we're affordable. We try to make it affordable for every family, and we also have low rates, but we also have scholarship applications available if someone wasn't able to pay the rates that we offer. And also our programs. Our programs are designed for kindergarten through 12th graders. So we try to keep our members engaged, engaged in the community. They've been back out since COVID doing some things in the community. So yeah, that's what I would say.
And what advice do you have for our parents now that school is getting ready to start again?
I know that the parents are very glad that school is going to be back in person. Because the virtual was definitely hard. I would just say be patient with the children because they've been through a lot since COVID. So they need the understanding and patience and time to relearn things again. And then I also like to say that with this event going on, since COVID, we have been able to serve over 54,000 meals to Lee and Harnett County families. So again, this is very exciting. We've seen a lot of people come into the club this week to get the vouchers, even people that were not members of the club, just for the community.
Thank you. We have given them away at the radio station. Elizabeth Colebrook bought some there. And I'm just so glad that people are coming out. And 70 pounds of food and stuff, that's a lot of food. So I hope they've got room in their car to put all these packages they have this morning.
Right. And we already have cars lined up, so they're ready.
Thank you very much.
Through at a time. So they'll start with station 1 up here, station 2, station 3, station 4.
Good morning.
And tell us who you are this morning.
I'm Brooke Fleming. I'm with U.S. Senator Tom Tillis' office.
And what brings you to Sanford this morning?
We are here for this wonderful event. Really excited that Tyson and Americold and Feed the Children and the Boys and Girls Club of Central Carolina had us out. So thank you so much.
This is what happens when unity rules. And
Yes.
this morning we've got unity all around.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is what it's about right here. Community, everybody coming together, especially right now during COVID. This is so great, and thank you all so much for all that you do. There's so much behind the scenes that goes on to even get to this point, so thank you. We definitely give a lot of recognition there. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming to be with us this morning.
Yes, thank you.
Good morning. I have Kendra Martin, who is Executive Director of United Way of Lee County. How are you, Kendra?
I am fine, Margaret. How are you?
I'm fine, and this is a big occasion for Lee County this morning. When you heard about it, what were your words?
I was just so pleased that this is happening because it's so needed. I heard just yesterday that there is an increase in food needs right now in our community, and we know that children especially, they're not going to do well in school if they're hungry. This is going to be so much more than just feeding them. This is going to prepare them to learn, to be successful. It's just such a wonderful thing and so great that the community is coming together to do this. You know, the Boys and Girls Club and CUOC are longtime partners of United Way, and we are so very glad to support the work that they're doing and very, very grateful to our corporate partners who are making this possible today.
And we're so glad that United Way is involved with them. The only thing I worry about, the kids have been enjoying this time. They've been eating what they wanted to, and now it's time to go back to the real deal and get some vegetables and juices and from the 7 food groups and something good. How do you think that they're going to react when they go back to school and there's this food and this? I don't like that. I didn't have that this summer.
Well, you know, my mama always said, if you're hungry enough, you'll eat it. Right. And I think that these children who may not have what we're used to at home, if they have good food to eat, they're going to eat it.
Thank you very much, and you have a great day.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr.
morning.
Andrews. And what does today mean for you?
Oh, today is fantastic. It's great when so many different groups from across the community can come together for such a good event. You know, we've all been through so much over the last year and a half. You know, to finally get back out here and being able to help people in a good, positive way is great. And it's great to see the collaboration between Feed America, Boys and Girls Club, Tyson Foods, and everybody. And so we're just happy to play a very, very small part of this.
Do you think that the lack of food has been a big barrier for children during this pandemic?
Absolutely, because we haven't been able to travel, haven't been able to get outside of our houses. You know, there's been lack of companies haven't been able to get food in certain places. And so absolutely food has been an issue during the pandemic.
Well, today I think each person will get about 70 pounds of something.
Awesome.
So the stomach should be full for some time.
Absolutely, and this is actually the second type of event we've done like this in the district with Congressman Hudson's office. Did one in Fayetteville a couple of weeks ago with service members down there, and so we were able to, again, with Tyson Foods, able to hand out food and also supplies for schools.
Well, we are glad to be on the winning end this morning, and thank you so much for coming to Sanford to be with us today.
Thank you very much for inviting us, and I'm happy to represent Congressman Hudson's office.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Have a good day.
You too.
This day mean to you?
Oh, this is wonderful. Anytime that you have opportunity to help people, I think it's a great day, and especially to be here in Lee County.
And especially, we were just one of only 10 cities in the state that actually rated this visit for all of this food. Do you feel that the lack of food has been one of the biggest problems during the pandemic?
The whole thing during the pandemic has been a concern to all of us. Folks not being able to stay in their employment, people worried about getting out, even going to the grocery store. So this is a small way that I think we as a community can come together. And I'm so proud of all the folks that are here. I just met the lady from Atlanta that's actually helped coordinating this. And what a great thing that they are going out all over the states and in these small towns especially, and helping with food security.
What do you think of all of these efforts that have been underway during this pandemic? Do you think it's going to give our young people an incentive to also start reaching out to help others as they grow older?
I think young people today are already more conscientious about not-for-profits and about helping people. A lot of them have grown up doing volunteer work. So I think they'll see this and hopefully go forward and do great things and set an example for all the rest of us.
Thank you very much, and you have a great day.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
Good morning. I'm Margaret with WWGP 1050 AM, 105.5 FM, and 95.1 FM, and I am here with
Michael Moody.
Michael Moody, and you're with
Americold of Sanford.
Okay. What does this day mean to you?
It means a lot to me. We do this at my church, and I was telling one of my coworkers earlier, it means a lot to be able to do it at work, and it's a bonding experience to do something that you love to do and do it with your coworkers. So I think it brings out a side that they don't normally see in the office, and I like it. So I'm happy to be here. It's kind of hot. If you can make it, I can make it.
I can make it.
All right.
Thank you so much, and you have a great day.
You too.